Hey y'all, welcome back to Jack's Drinkwater Southern Cooking and Barbecue. In today's video, I'm gonna be showing you guys how I reverse sear my tomahawk ribeyes. Pretty simple method. I start 24 hours ahead of time, and I have some Diamond Crystal kosher salt here, and we're going to liberally season this bad boy on all sides. And this is a thick cut of meat here. Let me show you how thick this joker is. That joker is a little over, about two and 3/4 inches. All right, let's get both sides. Don't forget your sides here. And again, we can afford to be a little heavy-handed on this now. Okay, we're gonna let that sit for just a second. All right, simple as that. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go into our refrigerator and we're gonna let it hang out in there for about 24 hours. We got it on that cooling rack, so because we want air to be able to get underneath it, but we're gonna take this just like this and set it on top of there. That way if we have any moisture or any blood or anything that drips down, it's gonna drip into this and not get it all over our refrigerator. So into the refrigerator we go. Take a little bit of room, there we go. Good night. It's been about 15 hours. Let's go over here and get that tomahawk ribeye out of the fridge. Wow, look at that color. Beautiful, deep red color. It's a little tacky. So I wanna throw this out there. There's nothing wrong with going to the store, getting you a ribeye, taking it out of the package, letting it come to room temperature, seasoning it up, and throwing it directly on the grill. I just prefer this method. So while our steak is coming down to room temperature, we need to get our grill started. What we're shooting for is anywhere from 225 degrees and 250 degrees, somewhere in there. We don't want to go below 225. We don't want to go above 250. We're going to be cooking on indirect heat. I personally am going to be using the Slow N Sear kettle, and this is how I'm setting up my kettle. I'm using 25 briquettes. We're gonna light them. I'm gonna put them in the Slow N Sear. If you don't have the Slow N Sear, then you can just bank your charcoal to the side. I'm gonna close my bottom vent, my intake. This is a probe port. I'm just gonna open this probe port about 1/3 of the way. After we put the lid on it, we're going to crack our top vent down about halfway. When we start cooking our steak, I'm gonna be utilizing 2 temperature probes. I'm gonna use, this is gonna be my leave-in. This is the Tyfer Sync Gold. There'll be a link below if you're interested in one of these and you can get a discount. I'm also gonna be using this. This one is the Tyfer Instant Probe. This is gonna be our leave-in, and just to make sure we got accurate temps when we go to pull this, I'll be doing some probing with this. We're at the 225 mark. I did have to add about 3 or 4 more pieces of charcoal on there. It's really cold out here. It's in what is it, 28? Anyway, so keep that in mind. All right, so let me come over here. So we're gonna put this steak right here. Notice our coals are over here. We're indirect here, okay? Now, we're gonna open up this. We're gonna put us a little bit of mesquite on here, okay? All right, so right now we got an internal temperature of that steak at around 50 degrees, and my target temp on here is gonna be 115 degrees. That's when I'm gonna pull this steak. We're shooting for a medium rare. But right now, when this steak gets up to 80 degrees, I'm going to flip it, and then we're gonna bring it to 90 degrees, and once it gets to 90 degrees, we're gonna light our whole chimney of charcoal right here. Got a whole full chimney. We're gonna start that when these steaks hit 90 degrees, we're gonna light that. So regardless of whether you're using an S&S grills like I'm using today or just a regular Weber or any charcoal grill, you're gonna wanna make sure that you have the vent over your steaks, because that smoke is gonna come up and it's gonna go across your meat. We've hit 80 degrees. Now what we're gonna do, we're just gonna flip this over just like that. All right. Next, 90 degrees. So in 10 more degrees, then we're gonna start and light our chimney full of charcoal. 12, it's saying inside we're at 111, 112, 113. All right, we're close. We're close. So we've reached 115 degrees. Let's go outside and let's see what this tomahawk steak looks like. Our trusty Typhers have done their magic. 115 degrees, we're about ready to pull these jokers. So we're gonna move this right to there, all right? We're gonna remove the grate. We're gonna add our full chimney of charcoal in here to this party. Put the lid on it. All right, let's take this inside and get it prepared for the reverse sear. Remove our probe. Now we're gonna pat it dry. And the reason why you wanna pat this dry is because when we want this to sear right away, we don't want to have to spend any energy trying to evaporate that liquid that would be on the steak before it actually starts to sear. Now we're gonna brush the tomahawk with some olive oil, or grapeseed oil is what I'm using actually. And we're gonna do this to both sides. Okay, and now we'll go on with some black pepper. Just a light coating of black pepper. Give that a little pat. Flip it over. Paint this side. Okay, we're gonna pull our grate back in there. The reason why we do that is because we want this grate cold. So when I put the steak on there, it's not searing in like with sear marks. We don't want the sear marks. So now we're gonna go and spin this around, and we're gonna leave it there for 1 minute. We'll spin the grate again, and then we'll put it on the other side and do a minute, and we're gonna do that twice on each side. So it's gonna be a total of 4 minutes total. Okay, we're gonna move this right there like that. All right, 1 more minute. Another minute. Oh yeah, look at that, baby. All right, that was our last minute, so we're gonna take this off. All right, take it inside, and we're gonna let it rest for about 10 to 15 minutes. We've been resting about 10 minutes. Let's cut into this beauty and see what we got. I'm just gonna go right in the middle. I'm not gonna worry about cutting off the bone as of yet. Here we go, the big reveal. Oh yeah, I'm happy with that. I am happy with that. All right, let's give it a little bit of a sample here. Move that out of the way. Let's give one for the camera woman. Oh, wow. Nice, juicy, tender, got a butteriness to it, that mesquite wood that we used. It don't get no better than this, guys. You want me to cut you another piece?
Just wait. Let's finish.
Wow, that's good. All right, guys. Reverse seared tomahawk. You got this. Do it.